Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your November sun sign reading. Thanks for stopping by and checking my channel out. Before you leave, be sure to click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit. Tell me about Scorpio in November of 2022, please. All right. Under cycle, we have new beginnings. All right. Scorpio, new beginnings, new times, new life, new. I feel like you're starting over fresh. You've had to let go of some things, let go of people, relationships, job, home. I want to say it's not just one thing, multiple things. And so you're starting over fresh and new, a new place of residence, a new job, a new relationship, or ending of a relationship, new friends, exploring new hobbies, new possibilities. Either way, it's a whole new experience. And while it feels like it's being forced upon you, it's not all. There are some things, choices that you made that brought you here too. It's not fully your fault, and it's not fully the universe's fault. It's just the way everything came together, and now you're here where you're at. The thing about this card too, and there shows a baby and like light coming from it. While getting to this new beginning was hard for you, there's still a sense of being able to let go of the past that was holding you down. And while you're starting fresh and new, and sometimes that's hard and scary, there's also a sense of relief and a sense of expectation and anticipation of something new, better, right? And then under intention, there is hidden motivations. Okay. I want to say that you're not fully understanding your intention, your motivations. So when I was talking about the other card, I was, talking about how it's not all your fault that if things happen the way they did, or it's not the universe's or God's fault, or whatever your belief system is. There were things that were happening behind the scenes without your knowledge, internally, externally. And there were motivations that were hidden to you, inside you, that come from your childhood, that come from I want to say a fantasy as a child, what life was going to be like, what you thought you wanted to do, how you wanted to go about it. All of those things were influencing how you got to where you are today. And so I think Spirit just wants to tell you that, to show you that you are the main, your choices and beliefs and everything are the main reason why you are where you are. And while it's been difficult, it's still positive. And I think that through this, as you're opening the curtains and learning about yourself, you're going to find those hidden motivations were a driving force, and you didn't know it then, but you know it now, or you will here in November. You'll see it. And I think you'll have mixed emotions and reaction to that, but it's the truth. All right, Spirit, tell me more about Scorpio in November. What else should Scorpio know about what's coming in November, please? Okay, well, those two kind of fell, so I'm just going to take them. Dragon Rider. Okay, you've been riding the dragon this whole time, right? Kind of, I feel like it's a fantasy realm, or it's a fantasy idea that the way you've been going through life is more fun and games, and you've been riding on the back of a dragon, so things have been coming easily for you, and then now some things are changing, and what's hard is that, like I said, you had to change jobs, you had to change a relationship, you had to change how you live or where you live, that kind of thing. And it, like I said, there's a part that feels unfair, but just know that your choices played a part in all of this too. And then we have bliss. I too think this has to do with that fantasy. You have this fantasy, you've lived in a fantasy realm and you've seen through rose-colored glasses, right? That term. You've been blissful and happy, and then reality smacked you in the face and made it hard. And now you have to face reality in a different way and start over, and it sucks. And you no longer have the bliss, ignorance is bliss. Riding on the back of a dragon, things come easily. There's flow. There's people around to protect you, or, they're kind of like you've lived a sheltered life and then something happens and now you have to face things that you didn't think you had to face. And then finally, independence. This brings about independence for you in a way that you didn't know existed. So this card is like lots of fire. You had to go through the fire. You had to burn everything down, all of your, the imaginings, your fantasy world. And now you're independent. You're on your own, whether you like it or not. And it's actually a good thing. Which at this point, it feels like you're still fighting or pouting and you want things still to go back the way they were. Independence isn't all it's cracked up to be. I feel like all of those things are going through your head, maybe as you're watching this, or until you get to a point where you understand that this was all needed and divinely guided. Okay. I know that probably stings to hear that, but you're being prepared. You need to be independent and you need to be free of this fantasy world that you have in your head, and to be able to see reality for what it is and work with that instead of your fantasy world. All right, let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Scorpio in the month of November, please. What else should Scorpio know about November? First card, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So this card can be about skill, craftsmanship, creating something, being a master at something. And I want to say this card is talking about how skilled you were as a imaginary, so skilled in your imaginings and your daydreams, and you've crafted something out of it that you can get results over and over again. I'm not sure why I'm saying that, but there's, like I said, you're fighting or you're pouting, and you know that you've created some things, you have skill in your imaginary world, and you don't want to give it up. But life has forced you to, or in November, there will be some kind of change that you have to face and have to deal with. Next, we have the Lovers. There is an angel above here, and this to me says, yeah, definitely that this is divinely guided. Now, this could represent a significant other for you, you and a significant other. And I feel like also the idea how much you love your fantasy world and how much you do not want to let it go and how much it means so much to you. And there is, like, you know, you have a skill. There's some kind of, you've made it work. You've lived in this fantasy world and you've been able to take care of yourself up to this point, or you've been able to live and do things, and you're not understanding why you have to give up this love, this deep love of yours, and why Spirit is stepping in and doing this and almost like making you. At least from your point of view, that's what it feels like. It feels like this is being put upon you. You're being made to do it. But like I said in the beginning, you're where you're at because of your choices as well. This is not just the universe conspiring against you. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So there will be somebody. There's somebody that is offering you a different perspective or offering you something to help you out in this physical world, to see things the way they are or closer to the way they really truly are. This person is a slow, loving, not slow as in mentally, but patient, and moves slowly towards their goals. They're not in a big hurry. They're not impulsive, but they have something to offer you, and with their hand out and offering you the pentacles. So there's like some kind of knowledge about the real world or the physical world, and they're willing to work with you, and they're patient enough and to help you slowly progress into something that feels better, that you understand better, that you can work with, that helps you face reality. Finally, the King of Wands. Okay. This person is closer to your age, but this person to me is like a father figure, if not your father, or maybe an uncle or a grandparent. It doesn't have to be male, but it is somebody with more of a masculine energy. And they're usually a very dynamic, passionate, animated type of individual, right? But very wise and strong. So there may be a couple of people in your life that are going to help you out with this, especially by the end of November, and or at least you will be able to feel like you can confide in somebody older and wiser than you to help you re-spark your passion for life. I think that's what this is talking about, because while you're feeling like the universe is out to get you, you lose your passion. And even though you have to, like I say, move residence, change jobs, change a relationship, it's easy to just get lost in the change and the harder aspects, or the depression or the anger of this. Because I do feel like there's a lot of anger because you were so happy, you were blissful, you were in another world that worked for you, and you're having a hard time understanding why you can't have that now and why it had to be stripped from you and all those sorts of things. So just do your best to trust and to be patient and to use the people that Spirit sends your way or that you seek out to help you grow and understand and become better at really facing the world as it really is, as opposed to what you want it to be. Okay? All right. Let's get one final message, please, Spirit, for Scorpio for November. One last piece of advice, please, for Scorpio. Okay, that one flipped over. That's the one I'll take. So that is the artwork. And it says security. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. And it's with the root chakra. So if you have, and this is garnet. So if you have a piece of garnet that you can wear or put in your pocket, that's going to help ground you, keep you centered, to help you understand and feel more secure, even though this whole new beginning is difficult, okay? And if you have some place like a park that you like to go to, or the beach or something, to spend some time to communicate or to commune with nature. I think that will help calm your nerves a little bit too, and calm you down and help you feel like you can still have imagination, you can still have daydreams, and you can still have a fantasy world. But I think this is talking about knowing its place and letting it be where it needs to be, and not coloring your entire life, okay? Coloring your lens, or making the world seem like it's one thing when it's something else. All right, Scorpio, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.